Hello everyone! In this video, I'll show you how to make the perfect crumbs for the Russian honey cake medovik in literally a minute, so that your cake looks beautiful and voluminous, and the crumbs are flaky and fluffy, not flat. Honey cake is an incredibly moist and delicious cake with a vibrant taste. It's absolutely unique and there's nothing quite like it. If you're interested in learning how to make it, visit our website. I've left a link for you below the video. There you can find the lesson on how to make the classic version and naked honey cake. Now let's get back to the decor. First, we need to cover the cake with a thin layer of the cream left over from assembling. Gently and carefully cover the cake with a palette knife so that the layers are no longer visible. For this decor, it's enough to just preserve the cake's proper shape without achieving perfect smoothness. We don't put the cake in the refrigerator so that the cream doesn't set. Now this is the perfect time to tell you about what's really important. There are two tested and proven ways to make the perfect crumbs for a honey cake. The first one everyone knows. It's with a plastic bag or a towel and a rolling pin. But there's a quicker and more convenient way. It will require a food processor or a blender. The key to the right crumb is to grind a hot cake layer. We bake it, take it out of the oven, and straight into the food processor. Look. Here we first cooled the layer and then ground it with a blender, which resulted in practically flour instead of crumbs. Decorating with such crumbs is very inconvenient. They get embedded in the cream, leaving fingerprints on the cake, and look very flat and unattractive. To avoid this, we need to grind a hot layer. Just take it out of the oven, let it cool for just a minute to avoid burning yourself, and straight into the blender. Give it a buzz and it's ready. This crumb comes out voluminous, fluffy, and just the right size. Take a look at these two types of crumbs. Both were made by blending cake layers, but one layer was first cooled and the other was used hot straight out of the oven. Now let's decorate and then I'll show you what's inside. Lay out a sheet of baking paper to make collecting excess crumbs easy. Take the cake in one hand and start sprinkling with the other. You can start from whatever place you find comfortable. Carefully spread the crumbs over the cake's surface and avoid touching the cream with your fingers. Gradually turn the cake and repeat the steps. Remove excess crumbs from the cake board with a finger or a brush, whatever is convenient for you. Once the entire cake is covered, check for empty spots and add crumbs if necessary. Clean up the cake board once more, and now let's take another look at our cake. Beautiful, voluminous, and what's most important, it's easy to make. Now let's see what happens when we use crumbs made from a cooled layer. No matter how careful you are, you'll still leave visible fingerprints. The cake looks flat and messy. Look at the difference between these two cakes. The cake on the right is so even and neat that it's a joy to look at. We'll finish up the decor of this beautiful honey cake with fresh berries. To secure the berries, we'll use melted dark chocolate so that they don't slide off. Look at how neat our honey cake in its classic design turned out. It's very moist and tender. Let's see what's inside. What's very important is that our honey cake is moderately sweet. Inside there are even velvety layers, clear stripes of cream, and very neat assemblage. It's so tender, it's almost silky. On our website, you can find a mini course on our signature honey cake recipe. Thanks for watching our video. This was Nastasia and the Elegant Sweets channel. Bye bye, till next time.